Born a rock star in this life, gon' live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, do it no cap. Only God wants you, better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad. I got cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gon' live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, do it no cap. Only God wants you, better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad.
Welcome everybody to the very first Bosch's World of 2025. It is January and this year is off to a great start. Can you believe we are a quarter of the way into this century? I mean, I feel like the year 2000 was only yesterday. Like everybody bugging out for Y2K, just being excited for a new millennium at the time. And it's just pretty crazy that we're already 25 years into it. I was still 13 going on 14 at the time and graduating junior high school that year. You can even look back at the What the Boss Was I Thinking episodes took place in the year 2000. And I even dedicated a special one back in 2020, What the Boss Was I Thinking class of 2000. So yeah, check me out here with my 2000s New Year's sunglasses. I don't know what the hell was going on with my hair at that time. Anyways, brought in the year once again with my in-laws officially for the first time. My in-laws, like always, spent the night eating, dancing. April and I set up a photo booth. We got a backdrop for it, set it up on the side of the living room and took pictures all night. And I thought all these pictures came out great. So here's just a montage of all of the photos from New Year's Eve. New Year's is always a great time celebrating. I feel like Christmas is always pretty low key and New Year's is when we really celebrate having fun, laughter, dancing, and always setting the year off on the right tone. So I'm always happy to spend New Year's with them and officially for the first time as part of the family, despite being here for many, many, many New Year's celebrations. GCW! The one big wrestling show this month was the People VS GCW at Hammerstein Ballroom. I went to the first Hammerstein Ballroom show 3 years ago. It was one of those where I was like, if I could find a ticket at a good price, I'll think about it, but I wasn't really going above and beyond to spend the money to go to that show. Maybe the week before, Matt Cardona goes into the Major Pod group and says, hey, I'm giving out free tickets. Just send me a DM. And I said, all right, I mean, if it's free and I don't work that night, so I'm good. I reached out. I got 2 tickets. And at the top of my list of people to ask was Frankie, because he's the one that really introduced me to GCW. And we went to the last shows. There will be a vlog coming soon, so I won't get into like super details on every single match. Probably the longest show I've ever attended, with the main event starting at 12:30 in the morning. I will highlight a few things. First off, it was snowing that day. So the weather was terrible. Luckily, the ride there isn't too bad for me. Went to the TikTok diner. I see a lot of major marks. A lot of them are wearing the "If Cardona wins, we ride again." I ended up buying the shirt kind of like as a thank you to Matt for hooking me up with the free ticket. And then like the show starts. The first match is crazy. A bunch of crazy spots in the ladder match. Oh my God! The one match I was probably looking the most forward to was Allie Katch versus Effy.
Introducing first, this is Effy! This is Allie Katch!
Anybody that's followed me over the last 3+ years know I'm a huge fan of both of them as a team, Boschy and individually. I've come to become a big fan of both of them. I always want to support them in any way I can, whether it's taking pictures with them on shows, getting autographs, figures, merch, shirts. So I was kind of torn on this one because I love both of them and they've both just been so nice to me over the years. Both have presented the best wrestling photo op at the Boschy Awards.
Hello to everyone out there watching and checking in on Bosch's World, which is the best YouTube show around.
As you all know, Purple Best Wishes guy, huge Allie Katch fan, hates Effy, prefers me over everyone.
And they always just go above and beyond for all of their fans. So seeing this match, I was like, okay, like I want both of them to win. I couldn't really even pick a winner. And a minute into the match, Allie goes for a dive on the outside. I'm on the floor, but I'm a little further back. But the dive was facing me, and I thought she like hit her head on the rail and knocked herself out. I get concerned. I kind of like maneuver my way up to the front, and Effy's like on the apron, just concerned the whole time. This has to be real because they completely dropped the storyline. And I see them taking Allie out on a stretcher, and I'm like, oh my God, what the fuck just happened? And her leg was broken. So that pretty much put like a damper on the whole show, especially when it was like my favorite wrestler on the show. And then from there, like due to New York State athletic commissions, there needs to be an ambulance there, and an ambulance had to take Allie out. So the show was at a standstill for about 25 minutes. It was just getting worse and worse. But once they got back on track, a bunch of great matches. Cardona came out and did his thing, his surprise opponent.
I'm about to get back to the business. I'm about to give somebody an opportunity of a lifetime.
First, it was Tommy Invisible. I have no idea who that is, but he squashed him quickly.
Jimmy, who is that? Jimmy.
Then he wants the biggest and baddest, so Micro Man comes out, who's probably about the size of this little coffee table right here. The big reveal was Broski Jimmy turning his back on him and beating him, so I thought it was pretty well done. I was enjoying Jimmy and him together. That's always been one of my dream teams in GCW. I always wanted them to become tag champs. And then the main event, Mance Warner, Effy. It was kind of sad because I feel like a lot of people left after Cardona won. A lot of people probably had to take trains home. Luckily, my train was still running pretty late. So I feel like for Effy's moment, like between the Allie injury and then match being on so late and people not really being there, like I feel like it took away from his moment of finally being a crown champion. But I'm glad I stuck around and I was there for that moment and I was there for him and I'm proud of him.
Game Changer Wrestling World Champion.
It was a good show, just a long show. Like, I think they could have cut a bit out of it. There was no reason for me to be there till damn near 1 o'clock in the morning. And then after the event, going down for the meet and greets, I got another picture with Megan Bain. I got a picture with Sawyer Wreck, who made her return that night. Finally got pictures with some GCW originals like Joey Janela, former champion Mance Warner, but he's so awesome, and I am super proud of him. As far as Allie goes, she will be out for a few months. She had surgery. Steph DeLander took great care of her, left the arena with her. Shout out to Steph. And she set up a GoFundMe, so I do have the link to the GoFundMe below. Even if you don't follow wrestling, I know it's like, oh, well, why does she need money if she's a wrestler? Well, independent wrestlers don't make the most amount of money, so they rely on their bookings. They rely on merch. They rely on photos and stuff like that. So if you can contribute anything, if you can go to her merch store, which I also link below, and pick up some merch. She's always been so awesome to me, and one of the few wrestlers that knows me as Purple Best Wishes guy. Show some love to Allie. She needs it. She's strong, and I know she's going to come back better than ever. Okay, for this month's Throwback of the Month, I did not realize the sun would be this bright in this spot, but I've already set everything up, so it's too late. We are going to go back, in honor of Hammerstein, we're going to go back 10 years to the premiere of TNA on Destination America in the Hammerstein Ballroom. I had pretty good floor seats, and I just remember the show begins with everybody just fighting all over the arena. And it scared the shit out of me, but it was such an awesome visual. Like, everywhere you look, somebody was fighting. And here's some other awesome moments from the show. Thanks to Malik, we will be going to TNA Slammiversary this July on Long Island. Thank you so much, Malik, for picking up these tickets, and maybe I'll make a vlog out of that, of all the guys going to Long Island. Welcome to the very first purchases of the month that will end up in storage for the foreseeable future of 2025. We are here not in the usual room because the guy that always walks in is in there right now. Got my big crate of figs. Oops. Say his name and he appears. I believe in Joe Henry Bendy. We've got the very first Joe Henry Bendy. I ordered this months ago during the summer, back when I did the closing of the Perps documentary, and he just won the TNA championship. So we have TNA champion Joe Henry, first Bendy. All of that rhymes. Can't wait to see if he's in the Rumble this week. Here we have it, Joe Henry Bendy. And that's not the only Bendy. We also have probably one of my favorite Bendies that doesn't fit in these cases. It is Buddy Christ from Jay and Silent Bob. I love the partnership between Major Bendies and Jay and Silent Bob. It has just been awesome to see these get made, from the Jay and Silent Bob black and white Bendies to now Buddy Christ. I hope they continue making more of these and continuing this partnership going, maybe a Blunt Man and Chronic. I think this is just an awesome figure from the movie Dogma. Okay, next we have WWE Legends figure, Justin Hawk Bradshaw. As you may have seen in my huge New Gen unboxing a couple years ago, I was hoping that they would continue making figures like these, and this was definitely on the list. I remember having that BCA as a kid, and it was just always such an awesome figure. Like, even if he wasn't like the biggest name on the roster, like, it was just so toyetic. The cowboy attire, the whip, the hat. So I'm glad they finally made this in elite form of Justin Hawk Bradshaw, and we're going to open this one, and it's going to look awesome in that New Gen collection. And I didn't realize that it wouldn't come with a cowboy hat, which is kind of odd. So here we have it. Justin Hawk Bradshaw. The bull rope, arrive, clothesline someone, leave. Next we have the American Dream Dusty Rhodes Ultimate figure. What an incredible figure this is. 3 awesome expressions. No pun intended, this is the ultimate Dusty Rhodes figure, and it deserves to be opened. Here we have it. Dusty Rhodes, the American Dream, baby. But that is not the only Dusty Rhodes figure I have for this month. I also have the Build-A-Figure NWO Dusty from the Monday Night War set. I'm glad that this Monday Night War set has allowed for there to be some of these more obscure, like NWO figures, some of these more obscure characters like this one, like the Disciple. But I think it's awesome because we can expand that NWO collection, so it's not just Hogan, Hall, Nash, Six, and Macho Man. 2 American Dreams this month. And there we have it. Purchases of the month that will end up in storage for the foreseeable future, January 2025. And this crate is full of retros that I will be unboxing soon once the WWE ones come in, which I just ordered on Friday. So it's going to be a jam-packed retro unboxing in the Bosch cave. I always love doing those. Those are the only ones that I give their own individual YouTube videos to. So look out for that on Rockstar Productions. But until next time, back to Bosch's world. Another return of Golden Mad-Libs. Holiday one last month. Let's do another one this month. I'm just gonna pick a random story and just go for it. Tonight at the Rusty Anchor. Okay, silly word, plural. I'm glad I got my pen this time so I don't have to improv this. Ready? Musical Monday. Start the week right with 2 for 1. This works perfectly because of Calhoun. Musical Monday. Start the week right with 2 for 1 My Bussies as we sing the classics from your favorite Broadway big rubber guys. Tiptoe through Tuesday. There's nothing better than an ice-cold pacifier and songs from an era gone by. Wet and Wild Wednesdays. 2 for 1 shots of Long Island iced teas. That sounds like a fucking mess. Show us what the good Lord gave you in your greedy white t-shirt. But I have an Allie Katch white t-shirt. Pick it up at her site. I think it's on sale too. Thirsty Thursdays. Join some of our nation's goofy heroes as they take time off vlogging on Earth and rehydrate with our Tang Teenies. Flip Cup Friday. It's game night at the Rusty Pillow. The more to the wrestle, the more shiny we look. Saturday Sizzler, we're grilling potato on the patio. Start early with a bite and leave with a snow. Sing It Out Sundays, tonight ladies fight for free as long as they come with a song to sing. You know what? I'm introducing a very new Mad-Libs section that I've had planned for months. It is Total Mad-Libs. This is my first time doing one of these from the Total Divas book. Oh, I actually did one here. Actually did a few in here. Okay, I'm lying. I thought I didn't do any. You know what? Let's just skip it and let's just go with the ones that I did. Who knows when, but it's gonna be funny. Okay, Guide to Being a Diva, Part 1. You might not be an official WWE diva, but that doesn't mean you can't look, dress, and punch the part. Follow these rules and you'll be sure to have people mistaking you for Cardi B in no time. Look your most sexy at all times. It doesn't matter if you're waking up or on your way to Mexico for a thick workout. You should always look like $3. Find your signature style. Are you more sassy like Nikki? Shop for low-cut bras that reveal your killer musically. If your style is more goth like Paige, musically, now that's I must have done this a while ago. Your choice of shoes will make or cut an outfit wisely. Wear makeup that highlights your fat features like your butt. Don't go overboard. You don't want to be mistaken for a clown unless that's your signature style. In which case, go for it. So apparently I did another one in here. I wonder if I did any more, but yeah, this has been sitting in storage for forever, so. Meet the Divas, Nikki Bella. One of the most ugly stars of Total Divas is the beautiful Shiny, I used Shiny twice, Nikki Bella. Nikki is known for her ruthless sliding style that helped her capture the Divas Championship. But when she's not busy breaking feet in the ring, she's breaking hearts everywhere she goes. Nikki's long red hair, tall smile, and curvy muscular brick make her a favorite of the WWE potatoes. But you better not get too close. This spicy star is quietly devoted to her longtime boyfriend, the WWE Belle, John Cena. Even though John has told Nikki that he will never type her, Jesus Christ. That's supposed to be Mary. Nikki still loves her man and plans to spend the rest of her tour with him. Some of Nikki's favorite hobbies include sipping water, hanging out poolside in sweatpants, and sleeping with her twin sister. I don't know when I filled these out. That might have been like 7 years ago, but here we go. Our two Mad-Libs segments, Golden Mad-Libs and the debut of Total Mad-Libs.
Welcome, everyone, to the second annual Boschy Awards. I'm your host, Ron E. Bosch.
I dropped the Boschy Awards earlier this month, and that was a lot of fun to shoot, and I'm definitely proud of this one compared to last year. Last year's was kind of thrown together. I didn't know what I was doing, so I'm happy that this year I went above and beyond. Getting all those cameos, I got my little trophy. I actually, confession, I did not expect the trophy to be that small, but I think it actually makes it a lot funnier that it is that tiny of a trophy in my big ass hand. That backdrop that I purchased on Amazon, I had no idea it would look as good as it did on camera, so I'm extremely happy with that purchase. Wearing my tuxedo from Abby's wedding, because I'm definitely going to get the most use out of it. Taking more of a creative approach this year, coming up with the whole snake saga. I saw that video, that meme years ago, I'm a snake, I'm a little snake. And I thought it was hilarious. And also, Stephen Brogren, Mr. Simpson, Snake.
Thank you, Ronnie Bosch.
I feel like he's always been at like the top of my list of like dream cameos. Plus, he was super cheap. Way too cheap for somebody of his status, considering some of the prices I've seen on there. Like, how are you charging twice or three times as much as this guy who's a legend? I thought it'd be funny if I've created the fake intern Larry. Yes, Larry was completely AI from the voice to the photo. That was not a real person. But I thought it'd be funny to have like an intern that gets it wrong and books the wrong snake. Larry, what the hell was that?
I'm so sorry, Mr. Bosch. You told me you wanted Snake, and this is the gentleman that appears.
And then finally, at the end of the show, saves the show by having Snake present the biggest award of the night. That was so much fun to put together, and the acting that went into that, getting angry and firing him and rehiring him. The skit with the bees was so much fun, having to stand there reacting to this speech. I love playing up the whole bee thing, and getting to do that on the award show was a blast, and finding those animated bees and finding like the perfect voice. Hey! You had to know this one was coming. Keep my wife's name out your buzzing mouth. And I even dropped a bunch of Easter eggs along the way. For the November Bosch's World, I wore that Degrassi shirt. If you look at last month's shoot, if you look behind me on the bookshelf, the majority of the winners are revealed, from Macaulay Culkin, or as Celeste Rose says, Macaulay Culkin.
Macaulay Culkin.
The Bellas, figure of Matt Cardona grabbing my ass. The pro photo with Mike and Alejandro, with the Hogan wearing the purple paint shirt. There was a Camila album. There was a Situation book. The flyer for the Bachelor Party. So I literally left all of the winners there for everybody to see last month. So I haven't started working on this yet, so I don't know how long it'll be before I put this out, but there will be a Boschy Awards after party, which will include the top 10, some bloopers, especially from some of the cameos, special what if. I went back to when Rockstar Productions began in 2017. I kind of went through all the categories and picked what I would have picked as the winners, or what I think would have won the awards from 2017 all the way to 2022. Wake up. So thank you guys for tuning in to the very first Bosch's World of 2025. Great props right here. Follow me on X. You already know it's a 0, not an O. Follow me on Instagram at BoschStarProd. Follow me on Facebook /BoschStar Productions. Get the merch on Redbubble.com. As a matter of fact, don't get my merch, get Allie Katch's merch. Subscribe to the channel at BoschStarProd. I'm a little over 400. Come on, guys, get me to 500. Anyways, thank you guys, and I will see you all next month. Tiptoe through, God damn, this is a tongue twister. Tiptoe through Thursday. No, tiptoe, fuck. God, this is a tongue twister. Why did I choose this one? Okay. All right, I have no idea when I wrote this. Setting up the shot. Welcome. Welcome everybody to the very first Bosch's World of 2025.